You talk about Robert House, first and foremost, it's Justin Theroux, and he is a dear friend of mine. And I only say that only because he's so good in this story, and we're so lucky to have him. But that relationship, he's a dear friend of mine. And I was so looking forward to working with it because we've never worked together before. Kind of like, even though Sam and I did, this was, yet another friend that I just couldn't wait to chop it up with. And I knew he was going to bring something special. I didn't know it was going to be that. But what I just try to look at the reality of the situation that's not on the page. Yeah, okay, tasked with killing him, and that's irrelevant to me. What I found fascinating was this is a person that I as Cooper Howard I don't know him, right? I've never met him. He is the most famous corporate leader, corporate owner in the world, much like, I'm not going to say their names, but people out in the world today, one in particular, it's not predicated on this particular guy, but let's just imagine this person and getting to meet him for the first time under those conditions. Well, yeah, you would think, okay, I've got to do this or I'm being asked to do this, but more importantly, you're sitting in the presence of someone who is omnipresent and has been for a very, very long time. And there's one thing to be an actor and the power that you wield, as sitting at that place in culture. There's an entirely other thing to be a person who innovates and who changes the world, who sits. That's power. That's real power. And so for me, it was really just observing this person and being in his presence. And then he starts talking, and it's like, excuse my language, but you're fucking crazy. Like, you're insane, right? But you got to get there. And that's why I just love what we do for a living. I love watching other people do it. It's the specificity and giving yourself an opportunity to just enjoy that process. So that's what it was like for me, is just watching Justin play Robert House.